Hey guys, so I hope everyone's doing well. I just had a lot of stuff on my mind, so I actually typed everything out and have notes just so I don't forget anything. So if you see me looking down, like I said, I just don't want to forget anything. I just have so much on my mind that I want to talk about, and it's not even necessarily about IC. I mean, really, it's for anybody struggling with any health issues. And I guess the biggest thing that I want to say is that energy attracts like energy. So if you're planning on healing the natural way, then you really need to believe in what you're doing. I was on Facebook the other day and there was a lady, I was trying to help somebody out, and there was a lady that said, well, autoimmune disease can't be healed. And it kind of ticked me off a little bit because that's the exact mindset that keeps people sick. So if you continue to live in that kind of mindset, that's going to actually become your reality. I mean, just think about how powerful your mind is. When you're dwelling in negative thought, you're attracting negative situations to yourself. You'll be in a bad mood, negative situations. And then compare it to when you're in a positive mood. When you're focusing on the positive things in life, your mood is vastly different. I mean, there is no comparison. So, how do you stay positive? Okay, so everyone talks about staying in the present, which is really hard to do. And so I was listening to, I forget what podcast it was the other day, but somebody said something that I don't know why, but it just clicked with me. There is your real life and then there's your imaginary life. So your real life is what's happening right now in this moment. And then your imaginary life is anything besides that. Anything other than living in this moment right now, that's your imaginary life. So all of the worry and fear is actually for nothing because nothing has actually happened yet. So trying to stay focused in gratitude for whatever is happening in your life at this moment. And I know sometimes that's easier said than done, but we really do, like people say, you have to have an attitude of gratitude. You do. I mean, I guess prior to getting into the natural healing, I had the same mindset that the lady on Facebook had, the one that attacked me. I just assumed that getting sick was a normal part of life and getting older. Some of the limiting beliefs that I used to have, there are some overweight people in my family, some of the women, and I just assumed growing up, I'm going to be heavy like the women in my family. I'm going to have autoimmune diseases like some of the people in my family. And I just figured I would learn to manage the symptoms like they have. I just thought that was normal and that was a part of life. So I guess my question to everybody is, what does it actually take to change your health, to take charge of it? I see so many people living in misery every single day, and I was one of those people. But I didn't take action until I absolutely had to. I mean, having IC and being in the bathroom every 10-15 minutes, you have no choice. You have to stop and you have to do something to change your life around. I mean, you can't live like that. I feel like we're all choosing to live mediocre lives, and that is not the way that life was intended to be for any of us. And I was living with so many issues, and I just accepted it because I could still function in my life. I thought, well, as long as I can still function, then it's not a big deal. So, I was uncomfortable all the time, but I was still functioning. And so that's just how I lived my life. And my list of symptoms actually started before I was ever diagnosed with IC. And, I just ignored them the whole time, I guess. So some of my symptoms were constipation. I mean, I wasn't going to the bathroom. I was going like every 4 to 5 days. I had severe bloating, constant fatigue, cystic acne, ringing in my ears, gastritis, chronic heartburn, toothaches, headaches, mystery rashes, cyst on my ovaries, canker sores, muscle twitches, insomnia, severe anxiety. I mean, those are just some of the things that I was struggling with. And like listing them off like that actually makes me really sad because, I mean, how was I living my life that way? How was I so just clueless that something was not right in my body? It was just very normal to me. And I guess I would say to everybody watching this, symptoms are a way of telling you that your body is out of balance. Something is not right. I mean, symptoms are the messenger. So it's your job to figure out what is out of balance and then make those changes to your life accordingly. You're the only person that can take care of your health. No doctor is going to do it for you. Doctors are wonderful people, but they are better at masking symptoms, not finding the root cause. So I think that's really all I wanted to say. I just want everybody to not wait until they're struggling with something really chronic before they decide to make changes in their life. And I want to be the lesson to everyone in hopes that you never have to go through what I have gone through. And I actually was very lucky because it could have been a lot worse. I recognize that, you know, I could have ended up with cancer or something like that. So what I have is relatively easy to fix, but I mean, you just never know. So please, I'm just begging any of you that are struggling with these symptoms and still functioning in life, that is not the way that life was intended to be lived. I mean, we're here to live abundant, healthy lives. So that's all I had for you. Hope everyone's doing well and have a good night. Thank you.